Good evening, everyone, and welcome. It's a real honor to have you all here tonight for this landmark event, the launch of the University of Manchester's fundraising and volunteering campaign, Challenge Accepted. My name is Giulia Grillo, and I am delighted to be your host this evening and proud to be a Manchester graduate myself. I am very Italian, so sometimes my words might not match the screen, and we can't always say what we mean. We stand at a defining moment. The world is changing fast. Climate change is accelerating, inequity is deepening, and we face urgent questions about health, technology, and the future of knowledge itself. But this isn't the first time that Manchester has risen to the moment. From being central in the field of nuclear physics and splitting the atom to isolating graphene. From building the first electronic stored program computer to challenging social norms, we've always been a place that turns world-changing ideas into life-changing impact. Creating knowledge for the public good, from Manchester for the world. Now, today's challenges demand more. Faster, bolder, more connected action, and that is what tonight and this campaign is all about. Through fundraising and volunteering, we are mobilizing our entire community. Alumni, donors, students, staff, partners, and civic leaders to help transform ideas into outcomes that change lives. Before we get started, let's begin with a short film that captures what's at the heart of this campaign.
It's about making the world a better place. We need solutions today.
Invest in the thing that you think is interesting, and you might transform the world accidentally.
In this lab, we make products that are solving global problems.
I lead the lab which is focused on studying brain tumors.
I'm trying to understand the nature of the universe
And the prevention and treatment of brain hemorrhages.
The most important thing we produce as a university is people, and the key is investing in talent. You might end up changing the world fundamentally.
We're fast, we're fierce, but we can't do it without the support of our larger community.
Having funding allows people to have that freedom to actually drive their own projects.
It was something that I would have never been able to do without the scholarship.
Having incredible donors, we cannot do what we want to do without that.
I work for a luxury supercar brand called McLaren Automotive. I often mentor students. I do online webinars for prospective students who want to join the university. I am offering internships and placements, volunteering. I'm sort of realizing the impact and the benefit and the influence that it's having on students.
Well, I was fortunate enough to come to UK and study, but there are a lot of people who are not fortunate like me, and I want to do something, and I want to take on board that challenge by supporting them through my volunteering activities. I would definitely encourage everyone to volunteer at least once in their life.
Giving is the most powerful thing we can do.
Those innovations are going to help you, help somebody that you love, help make the planet better. The future is being made here and now. We're just starting.
From Manchester, for the world.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
Wow, how exciting. The film captures who we are. We're a university that faces the world's biggest challenges head-on and refuses to stand still. To share more about our vision and what this campaign means for our university, please welcome to the stage our Vice Chancellor and President, Duncan Iveson.
Well, good evening, everyone. Wonderful to have you here tonight, and welcome to everyone in the room, and also the literally hundreds of people online from over, I think, 20 countries, probably going up by the minute as we stand here. It's wonderful to have you here, and what an exciting moment for our university. You know, we launched our strategy just over a few weeks ago, and this is an important moment in the life of that strategy, launching our first ever major volunteering and philanthropic campaign. Now, it is our first ever campaign, but one thing that I find incredibly powerful is when you think of the history of this place, and if you walked here tonight down Oxford Road, think of the buildings you passed or maybe spent time in today: Whitworth, Christie, Owens, Rylands, if you came from Deansgate. These are all the great philanthropists that founded the University of Manchester. In fact, the University of Manchester began with a gift, with a series of gifts. So tonight, in a certain way, we are reaching back into our past to create a new future. Who are going to be the refounders, as it were, of the University of Manchester? What names will the next generation be talking about when someone is in a hologram standing on this stage in 2100? What great legacies are we going to be able to create together over the life of this campaign? It's an incredibly exciting moment. Now, of course, the world is a challenging place. It's a hard place. There are big, complex issues that play out in our society every day, and indeed on the streets and in the laboratories and workshops of our university. But we want to lean into those challenges with hope and with aspiration. And that's why we're talking about accepting the challenges that we face today. So tonight, in a uniquely Manchester way, which I hope you will appreciate, I don't know any other university that would launch a fundraising campaign in the way that we're launching ours tonight. And I hope you really enjoy it. And we've got some fantastic people to help us on the way. But we're going to learn about the kinds of people who are accepting the challenge that our society faces and that our world faces. And I'm really delighted that you're here to share that with us tonight. So sit back, enjoy. In fact, don't sit back. You're being asked to engage in all kinds of ways. So get involved, including those both in the room and online. And let's have a fantastic evening as we think about our first ever campaign that we're launching here in Manchester tonight. So thank you, welcome, and Yulia, back to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Duncan. Now you've heard what Challenge Accepted stands for. It's time to put that spirit into action. Because tonight isn't just about listening, it's about taking part. We've invited you all here not only to celebrate what philanthropy and volunteering can make possible, but to experience it, to see how generosity, collaboration, and determination can spark real-world change, and crucially, how you all can be a part of it. Throughout the evening, we'll be exploring the themes at the heart of our campaign: research, innovation, student inclusion, and community and culture. Each one shows how giving and volunteering help Manchester meet the challenges of our time. And we'll be doing it in true Manchester style, with a bit of fun, a bit of competition, and a lot of heart. To help us along, we've invited tonight our game show hosts, Fox Dog Studios. And over the next hour or so, they will guide us through 3 challenges inspired by our campaign themes, each connecting directly to the areas that you can support. Each round will start with a short film introducing our challenge acceptors, whose work is made possible through this campaign and our generous supporters. Focus Dog will take over leading our contestants and perhaps even you through challenges that bring each theme to life. And I would like to thank all the cultural institutions and the community partners that have donated prizes tonight, because yes, there will be prizes to win along the way. So get ready, play along, cheer, and get involved, because every story tonight reminds us of the same truth, that when we come together, we can turn giving into global change. We begin with research with purpose, one of the most powerful ways philanthropy drives change. At Manchester, research isn't just about advancing knowledge, it's about transforming lives. Our challenge acceptors in research are tackling the toughest problems of our time. From finding better cancer treatment to climate solutions, and they're doing it with the support of our donors who believe in their potential. Let's now meet a few of the people who have already begun accepting the challenge.
Our mission is very much around saving lives from brain hemorrhage. It's as simple as that.
I lead the lab which is focused on studying brain tumors.
I have been doing some research into the UK charity sector, the role that plays in global development processes and outcomes.
I work in cancer research.
I work on trying to incentivize the use of recycled content.
We're trying to understand the theory of quantum computers.
We're a charity that focuses on the prevention and treatment of brain hemorrhages. The charity was set up after my sister Natalie unfortunately had a brain hemorrhage. She was 26, she was fine, and it happened completely out of the blue.
I lost one of my uncles to cancer when I was around 12. It just made me really interested in understanding what is it about this disease that really takes over someone and what can we do about it.
Despite huge numbers of good intentions, the charity system when it comes to global development just isn't fit for purpose. Just imagine if we could give to communities that we trust that they've got the solutions to their problem.
The ultimate goal is to understand how does quantum mechanics work. We're trying to understand it well enough that we can use that on a quantum computer.
Funding allows people to just relieve the pressure, allow them to actually just come in and focus on just doing the research that's needed.
Having the ability to work with these tools that are not available to everyone often is only available through philanthropy.
Thanks to the funding that I've been given, I've been able to see an international community of people who are all really interested in this.
Our greatest power is finding other people that care.
From the funding that we've been able to deliver over the last 13 years, they've gone from very little research to now 30 plus researchers in that team. And actually this year, there is a rollout of a treatment that's been developed at the university across NHS England.
I know science, a lot of things we do will have impact in 10, 15 years from now. But if you invest into the stepping stone to something bigger, you can make a real difference.
Every breakthrough you've just seen is powered by belief. The belief that discovery can make the world better. That's the power of giving. It turns curiosity into cures and ideas into action. A donation from you can enable brilliant Manchester minds to make the next leap forward. Now let's welcome Foxdog Studios to the stage to begin with our first game of the evening, The Challenger. Hello, Foxdog.
Hello, thank you for having us.
Thank you for joining us. So I have heard you are Manchester graduates, is that right?
You heard correct. We graduated in 2012, which was just like 3 years ago.
Yeah, both Pete and myself, Lloyd.
Are you looking at your notes for our names?
I'm just checking my name.
Checking your name. I'm Pete.
Yeah. We did computer science together, and now we make interactive comedy live shows where the audience don't have to leave their seats to join in.
That's correct, Lloyd.
Lovely. It's good for lazy game participants. So I don't know about you, but Manchester means a lot to me. That's where I found my voice, creative voice as a theatre director. And yeah, I was wondering, how was your university experience?
So we did computer science, which gave us a great foundation in programming and computer science. And then we transitioned into performance art, where we were very much out of our depth. But the computer code, second to none. The theatrics, none to second, I guess.
Well, I'm here to help anytime.
You're 10 years too late.
Oh.
You're 10. It's...
I tried. Great. So I guess research doesn't always lead to scientific discoveries or challenging social norms. It can also mean connecting to creativity and community. So I'm curious to hear how studying computer science evolved into making game shows that entertain thousands, I hear, every year.
Yeah, Pete and I, we met day one at university down...
Within 5 minutes.
Yeah, within 5, and then and then it's sort of, we decided that we were going to entertain our housemates by building like small quizzes and games. Sort of what we're going to see tonight.
Yeah, we haven't progressed in 15 years. It's the same thing over and over. And then I think, yeah, in our final year, we made an interactive Halloween show.
Yeah, about haunted kebabs.
Yeah. It was very poorly attended.
Well, I am excited to hear more and see how you can bring your experience to life tonight. So over to you.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone, we're about to play The Challenger. Now, we've seen how...
Play that stinger again so it hits harder.
There was a not. We're about to play The Challenger.
Perfect.
We've just seen how the research at the university changes lives. Now let's see how much you know about the people and projects making that happen. The Challenger is going to be a quiz where the questions are going to be about the university's research, innovation, and impact. You will join the contestants. We'll have 3 contestants on stage, and you will be able to join them on your phones. You'll be able to answer questions on your phones. And that's both everyone in the room and those people online who can join in using the URL in the description. Pete,
the URL will be, if you're watching online, the URL's there, below the video. So let's explain how the Challenger works. We're going to have 3 contestants who will be situated here, and they are going to start in one of the blue cells of their own choosing. Each time they answer a question correctly, they will move 1 step closer to the yellow home cell. And when they get there, they will win their assigned prize. But also, we will have our challenger, who will start in the red cell at the top. Every time they get a question correct, they will also move 1 cell down. And if they land on the same cell as a contestant, the contestant will be out and their prize will be destroyed. So, I know what you're saying. You're like, well, why not just pick the cell directly above home? 1 question, that's it. It's because the further you start from home, the better the prize. If you choose to start 1 cell away from home, your prize, small biscuit. That's it.
They're real, they're here.
They're there. And just to clarify, you get one biscuit out of the tin. Small biscuits, singular. 1 step up, University of Manchester stationery kit, pencil, pen, ruler, both 30 centimetre and 15. Above that, we have tickets to see the Donnell String Quartet. Next, we have a behind-the-scenes tour at Whitworth Art Gallery. And I believe a behind-the-scenes tour in art galleries, you just look at the back of the photos, paintings. A behind-the-scenes tour through the Vivarium at Manchester Museum. And finally, high stakes, high reward, a private viewing of Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon at Jodrell Bank for up to 30 people. If you even know that many. I couldn't fill that.
Okay, let's see our contestants. Please put together your hands and welcome them onto the stage. All right, starting at the far end there, contestant number 1, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Jacob Sampson, a PhD student in human genomics.
Okay, so as a researcher, you may have a head start over the other two contestants. What made you choose Manchester for your research?
Yeah, well, as we've heard already, the University of Manchester really is at the centre of lots of groundbreaking research, particularly in my field of rare genetic disorders. So I think that always attracted me to study here, but one of the challenges was, and lots of early career researchers face this, securing enough funding to actually be able to start off in academia. I was really lucky in that I received a very generous donation from a private donor, Martin, and that really unlocked the door for me to be able to study here, develop my skills as a researcher, and contribute to work that will help patients and their families. So long answer, but yeah, that's why I'm here.
It's a good answer. Contestant number 2, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm Richard Screeton. I'm Deputy Director for Alumni Engagement here at the university.
And what aspect of your job do you find rewarding?
So we look after the relationship for the university with the thousands of alumni who volunteer their time with us to support students and our communities.
All right, and contestant number 3, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi everyone, I'm Shamsa Farouk, International Relations Officer at the university.
And what makes Manchester for you?
So much. Manchester is unapologetically itself. It's loving, it's cocky, and we don't give up. It's us.
Well, that's a lot of pride in Manchester there, but will you have pride in your answers during the quiz? Now, we hope you've been brushing up on your knowledge of the research done here at the university, on campus, and in the remarkable cultural institutions. You'll need it to take on the challenger. But Pete, you were mentioning those prizes earlier.
I did mention those prizes earlier. It's now time for each... Nice one. It's now time... It's still there. Thank you. It's time for each of our contestants to select their prize. Now, to increase the level of excitement, you will not be playing to win a prize for yourselves. You'll be playing to win a prize for a randomly selected audience member. So, what's going to happen is we're going to bring up the randomizer. You will see a stop button on your phone and press it when you are ready. Bringing up the randomizer.
For the first, who's up first, Pete? Shemza. Shemza, you're going to be pressing it first. Let it roll for a bit to build up tension.
Yeah.
A lot of tension.
Tension beginning now.
Oh, there's all these heads. People have designed lovely avatars. Wow. Really letting it go. Oh, it's Lindsay.
Lindsay, can you raise your hand? Where are you?
Prove you're a real person.
There we go.
Lindsay.
Nice. Okay.
Totally not fake.
It's time for our second contestant.
No, hold on. Which prize is Shemza going to
It's time for our first contestant to choose which prize they're playing for. Please tap which prize you wish to go for.
Shemza's selecting on their phone now. They're deliberating.
Wow.
You really turned up the volume on that sound effect.
That sound effect is full volume. And you're very confident in your abilities there. You've gone for the highest stakes, highest reward prize. It's now time for our second contestant to choose a prize. Richard, when you're ready. Kim, raise your hand. Where are you? If you remember creating that hat, then it's you. All right, okay. Maybe you will win a prize. It's time for our final contestant. Who will it be? Oh, no.
You just love skipping ahead.
Richard, it's time for you to select a prize. You've gone for the Vivarium Tour. And finally, Jacob.
My face. Can't believe we don't get to keep the prize.
It's Olympia K.
Raise your hands. Where are you?
There.
Nice. Okay, let's decide what they're playing for.
Art gallery.
You gone Whitworth Gallery? All right.
Easy.
I'm going to lock them in.
So, if you make it home, you're going to win the prize for your audience members, and they'll be able to pick them up at the end inside the drum. but it's time to meet our challenger. Please, everyone, give a warm welcome to the Vice President for Teaching, Learning and Students, Professor Jen Hallam. Jen, I hope you've done your revising.
I think I probably should have done more, but we'll see.
We've had to put you inside the cage.
I swear I shouldn't be all the time.
Although this game will be looking at the incredible research done here at Manchester, as we heard from Jacob, donor funding has a major impact on research, but you've also seen firsthand how philanthropy can spark big change in education. Yeah. What's one example that really stayed with you?
I think it's transformational across the board. So personal experience, I was, as an undergraduate, similar 3 years ago, I was lucky enough to be part of a donor-funded mentorship program that was designed for widening participation students to support their career development, and it completely changed my life. And it's the opportunities, the curiosity, the generosity, of our donors that will continue to change more and more lives.
Wow, it's a powerful message, and now we've got to play a powerful sound effect for you entering the board. There we go. Okay.
Just everywhere, it's great.
This is just a quick reminder that this is not only a challenge for the people on stage, but it's also a challenge for you in the audience. Each time we ask a question, you also, on your phone, get the same options. You just tap the option you wish to select, and that's for both people in the room and watching online.
Let's play that one more time and go to our first question. Which major social policy initiative was influenced by the university's research into homelessness? Choices appearing now.
What have we got, Lloyd?
We've got Shelter Now, No Second Night Out, Housing First, Safe Streets. We can see that we've received over 100 of the 229 possible replies we could see.
And we are legally bound to wait for every single reply to come in, no matter how long that takes.
Closing in. I think some people are dropping off. They can't.
You're running out of time. Lock it down, Lloyd.
Okay, let's see how everyone answered before revealing the answer itself.
Wow. What quite an even spread there. But a lot of people going for Safe Streets. So the votes number, that's people in the audience, so we can see how you did compared to our contestants.
So Shemza, you're the only one who's gone Housing First.
Do you think you're right?
No.
Time to reveal the answer. The correct answer is Housing First!
That's lucky, because you picked Jodrell Bank, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you'd have been out immediately.
Okay, also, unfortunately, our challenger got it wrong, so they won't move forward. But Shemza, you move one space forward.
Yes.
Now you're there next to Richard. Heading to our next question. Dr. Charles Earnshaw has been funded by donations throughout his time at Manchester. His team recently made a breakthrough, finding that an over-the-counter cream can shrink melanoma tumors. What is the cream usually used to treat?
Arthritis, bites, burns, or eczema.
Answers are coming in slow for this one.
100 people still undecided. Time's running out.
Correct answer was... Oh, I don't reveal it yet. No. We get to see how everyone else went. Now,
Jen, how confident are you in that one?
Not very.
Okay.
I'm honest.
Well, we can see the audience actually all went for eczema. 131 votes. The most popular answer. And they were right.
It was.
Well
Give yourselves
done.
a round of applause.
So that means that everyone stays put.
Easy. Next question.
A university donor-funded program helps students from low-income backgrounds build career networks by connecting them with alumni working around the world. What is the name of the program?
Alumni Adventures, International Inspirers, Global Graduates, Successful Students. Reading those answers is the hardest part as an extreme dyslexic. I think I'm doing quite well though. Let's see what everyone said. Ooh.
No one said successful students.
No one said successful. Everyone thought that was a stupid
Silly,
name.
Yes. And that was the correct answer.
Well
Global
done,
graduates.
everyone.
Meaning that all of our contestants move one step forward, but so does our challenger. Next question. An iconic British band commissioned the university's Tyndall Centre to create the Roadmap to Super Low Carbon Live Music. What is the name of the band?
Coldplay, Radiohead, Massive Attack, Arctic Monkeys.
A lot of commotion happening in the room.
I can hear a lot of deliberation in the crowd. I don't think we ever clarified whether deliberation was illegal or not. Running out of time?
Okay, let's see how people answered before revealing the answer itself. Ooh. So Jacob, you said Arctic Monkeys.
Are they just your favorite band?
Yes. Shems, you gone for Radiohead? You a fan?
Yes.
Yes?
No one picked Coldplay.
The correct answer is Massive Attack.
Ooh. Now.
That means, Richard, you move forward. You're down there with Jacob. So do you, Jen.
That Jodrell Bank trip's really on a knife edge now.
Shems, you're going to get the next one, aren't you?
100%. Yeah.
The Global Development Institute is one of many areas that benefits from donor support. What is the Institute's key research focus?
Space exploration, social justice and global inequalities, financial market regulation, or financial intelligence ethics.
Looking down the answers. Okay, let's see how people replied. Oh.
Some people very confident in that. So confident.
Confidently correct.
I was tempted just to, on the fly, change the answer then.
What is the name of the university-based center that focuses on genomic medicine?
Isn't that what your PhD's in?
Work there. Can't get that one wrong.
You all said the Manchester Centre for Genomic Medicine?
The clue's in the name. You're right again.
Oh, Jacob and Richard, you are one step away from securing the prizes for Olympia and Kim.
And also 3 failures away from losing it.
Shemsi, you're still one step away. Our next question is, what is the name of the university's new innovation district located on the former UMIS site?
Turing Innovation Catalyst, Innovation Quarter, Manchester Tech Park, or Sister, in all caps.
All right, let's see how people answered in 3, 2, 1. Jacob, what do you like about the Innovation Quarter?
Very confident now.
When was the last time you? When was the last time you went to the Innovation Quarter?
It sounded plausible.
The correct answer.
You just tried to change.
He just tried to
change his answer.
I genuinely did.
It's good to tester system. No, it was sister. And the other the other two contestants and the challenger got it right. So they move forward. Richard, Shemza, Richard, you've managed to make it home. Woo! One kid to the Bavarian tour. Again, Kim, please.
What is a vivarium? Good question. Shout out if you know.
Challenger would know.
Challenger, do you know what a vivarium is? Just say yes. Just say yes.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Right, so both of you now one step behind the challenger, Shemza and Jacob. You get this right, you get the prize. If you get it wrong and the challenger gets it right, well, the prize is incinerated?
They get incinerated, if that's applicable, or just packaged up.
The question is, the university is partnered with which global tech company on AI ethics?
IBM, which is an abbreviation for International Business Machines. Google, which is just a word in its own right. Microsoft and Meta.
Let's see how people answered. Oh, it's a spread.
It's not looking good for you, Jacob.
Most people said Microsoft.
Wait a minute. Oh no, you're home. You're already done. You just relax and carry on.
But IBM was
right.
Jacob, you've won the Olympia K, the Whitworth Art Gallery tour. But the challenger also got it wrong. So you're still in the game, Shemza.
Just.
Yeah, so we'll just move on to our next. Uh-oh. Warning? What does this mean? It's the final contestant showdown.
We didn't rehearse.
We didn't rehearse this bit. No, we didn't have time.
We haven't even cleared it with them.
This wasn't in there.
We'll do it, it's fine.
No. What this means is the challenger, although you are quite close to getting home, the challenger has pulled you back.
Using magnets.
Sorry, Shemza.
And but they've also given you a little bit of leeway. They've given you so you've got 2 answer lead above them.
And this will be a speed round, which means I will press the immediately.
Okay.
As soon as you've read the question.
Which university discovery led to a breakthrough in fertility treatment? Hormone therapy, egg freezing, IVF, in vitro fertilization, or genetic screening?
Time's up, lock it down.
The answer is the longest one. That means our challenger moves 1 step forward. Our next question. Which 2 institutions merged to form the current University of Manchester? Was it Manchester Polytechnic and UMIST, Victoria University and Manchester College, Manchester Metropolitan and UMIST, or UMIST and Victoria University of Manchester? Oh, you both got it right. On your tail. Okay, it's 2 more correct answers, Shemza.
Jen gave us that sound effect as well. We've no idea what it is.
Donations to the Manchester Breakthrough Fund recently supported Professor Alice Larkin's work advancing sustainable practices. Which industry is their research focused on? Farming, fishing, automotive, shipping. Closing it down in 3, 2, 1. Both chosen different answers.
I can't watch.
It was shipping. Oh.
This section will never end.
You both stay put.
Sorry, Kaylee.
The Manchester School of Anthropology is known for pioneering which research method? Survey analysis, experimental ethnography, archival research, participant observation.
Time's up.
Oh. We just
Next question. Next question. We got loads of questions.
Which subject area did Manchester pioneer by appointing England's first professor in the field? Cardiology, midwifery, nursing, dentistry. Go for midwifery, nursing.
Also, the audience is completely evenly split on this.
Yeah. But which one was the correct answer? It was nursing.
So sorry, Lindsay.
That we get to use this animation that we made.
Yes.
So, Jen,
Sorry.
that means
No, I mean, haha.
you now are the owner of the Jodrell Bank tour.
Amazing.
Are you going to keep it for yourself? You just said amazing, but we'll pretend you didn't.
Okay.
Are you going to keep it for yourself, or are you still going to give it to the member of the audience?
Lindsay.
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 We'll give it to Lindsay.
Lindsay's getting it anyway.
A round of applause then for all of our contestants and our challenger.
Thank you very much.
What a showdown. And let's give another round of applause for our contestants and Professor Janala. So, tonight we've seen how generosity fuels discovery and how Manchester research turns ideas into impact. Will you accept the challenge and fund the next breakthrough? Your support can power research that changes lives, so please get involved, make a donation, or think about how you can raise funds to support life-saving research. Next, we will explore another kind of breakthrough, those born from innovation and enterprise. Innovation is at the heartbeat of Manchester. From Alan Turing's computing revolution to discovering graphene, we've always been home to bold thinking. And thanks to philanthropy and our volunteers, those ideas don't stay in the lab. They turn into spin-outs, social enterprises, and real-world solutions. Let's meet a selection of challenge acceptors driving that change.
We cannot tackle new challenges with old tools. So innovation is crucial and instrumental in universities and cities and our world to move forward.
We solve global problems such as climate change, water shortage, plastic pollution. To solve these problems, we use wonder material graphene.
Unit M is here to take the ingredients for successful innovation and to supercharge them.
We're a climate tech startup who specialize in the extraction of valuable minerals and the treatment of fresh water.
It's the people, the ecosystem, and the appetite for innovation.
Our innovations will eventually help all of us. We have innovations in healthcare, severe mental illness, material science.
We want to address some of the challenges that we are seeing with water scarcity, with climate change.
If you look at cancer research, AI, robotics, University of Manchester cover every area. Together we are solving all the global problems.
Bold ideas are risky and we need to fuel risk-taking. We're trying to bring in industry and the university in closer proximity and make them more visible to each other so we can collaborate more meaningfully.
Giving to the university is investing in the future.
It's not just the money, it's the personal development that philanthropy can create, which I think is quite profound and should be a motivator for people who have the means to do it, to provide back.
The University of Manchester is part of the personal history of so many people, and now we have an opportunity to volunteer, to donate, to become part of the university's future.
So innovation thrives on belief. When you back a researcher or a student entrepreneur, you're not just funding an idea, you're fueling a revolution in how we live and work. This is the difference your donation can make. And now it's time to put that innovative spirit to the test. Please welcome back Foxdog Studios and a very special guest to lead the breakthroughs.
Time for our interactive debate section, where you decide who wins. It's the breakthroughs. Two debate teams are about to compete in a quick-fire debate to decide Manchester's greatest breakthrough. There will be two teams, Team Computer and Team Graphene. Between the rounds, you will be able to vote on your phones, both in the room and online, to respond to polls, and at the end, decide who wins. Supporting us tonight and keeping the debate teams in check is the University's Chancellor, Nazir Afzal. Welcome to the stage, Nazir.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Lloyd. I've not been well since yesterday, so my attendance tonight is sponsored by Lemsip and Nurofen. In fact, I would have taken anything legal to be here tonight. I am extremely proud to be part of a university that never shies away from a challenge. It's one of the reasons that I'm here as Chancellor of this extraordinary university. As someone who's spent a career in fighting justice, or fighting for justice, I should say, inclusion, some would argue differently, inclusion and opportunity, I see Manchester's innovation not just in labs and libraries, but most of all in its people. In the way that this university opens doors and drives change. That's what makes this truly special. As Julia said, innovation is the heartbeat of Manchester. And tonight it's all about celebrating that spirit that will propel us forwards to take on the next challenge. We began with a long list of remarkable breakthroughs and pioneers, from Jodrell Bank to splitting the atom, from the Manchester Babies Hospital to the suffragette movement. These stories speak to a legacy of bold thinking and social impact. The two innovations we're spotlighting tonight were chosen by public vote. And now we'll see which one earns the title of Manchester's greatest, decided by you in the audience and those of you watching online at home. I'm glad that I don't have to choose. My job is simply to referee. Now, let's welcome our debaters to the stage for the breakthroughs. Team Computer, please introduce yourselves and tell us the topic that you will be debating today.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Gabriel Strain. I'm a postdoctoral research associate in the Department of Computer Science.
And I'm Andrew Stewart. I'm Professor of Cognitive Science and Head of the Department of Computer Science. And tonight, Nazir, we are proposing that the computer is Manchester's greatest breakthrough.
Team Graphene, you might have something to say about that. Please introduce yourselves and tell us the topic that you will be debating tonight.
Good evening. I'm James Baker. I'm the Chief Executive of Graphene in Manchester, looking not just at the material, but the commercialisation of graphene and 2D materials.
Hi everyone, I'm Bonnie Sim, the Head of Strategic Initiatives and Growth at Atlant 3D. I graduated from my Theoretical Physics PhD in graphene in 2021.
Thank you, teams. Now I'm going to ask Peter and Lloyd to tell us how this will all work.
Okay, so after each section, you're going to get an opportunity to vote on which of the two teams you found made the most convincing contribution, but also, again, to increase the stakes, each team will be competing for another randomly selected audience members. So I'm going to select your audience member now for Team Computer. You are going to be playing for Sam J. Sam J, raise your hand. There you are. And Team Graphene, your randomly selected player is Heidi. Raise your hands, Heidi. Where are you? Over there.
Yeah, on that side.
And the prize is, this is a combined prize.
This is 2 prizes in one, but I believe, so it's a stay at the Hyatt for 2, around the corner, I believe.
Yeah. Overnight.
Overnight, yes. And a £50 crowbar voucher.
During day.
So those could be combined.
Back to you.
Thank you very much indeed. So they have 2 minutes. So Team Computer, your time starts now.
Thank you very much. Our university has an incredible heritage in computer science and computer engineering. We can go back to 1948 when Tom Kilburn, Freddie Williams, and Jeff Tootle created the Baby. The Baby was the world's first electronic stored program computer. It gave rise to the Manchester Mark I, which became the Ferranti Mark I, which was the world's first commercially available computer. So we are the home of the modern day computer. At around the same sort of time, computer science pioneer Christopher Strachey visited Manchester, and he actually programmed the world's first computer game on the Ferranti Mark I. So we're also home to computer games. Christopher also got the Ferranti Mark I to compose love letters. So it's the first example of generative text happened here at Manchester. This was an incredible time at our university. In 1950, so about the same sort of time, Alan Turing published his paper on computing machinery and intelligence. You probably know it for the Turing test. It starts with a question, incredibly interesting question: can machines think? And that question is as relevant now in the context of AI and AGI as it was then. We're building on that legacy today. We're doing that within our department, we're doing that within our university, and we see that in computer science more broadly. We have a Centre for AI Fundamentals that's researching foundational AI, focusing on things like explainable AI, ethics, privacy, and security. We've got an amazing security group working on software systems and cybersecurity. We all know about the challenges our world faces as a function of cyber attacks. We're working on that area. We've got a neuromorphic group inspired by the most amazing computer ever, which is our brains. Very low energy, very high computational power. Neuromorphic is inspired by that. And we're also doing a lot of work on trustworthy robotics and AI. We want to make sure that robotics, autonomous systems, self-driving cars behave as we expect them to behave.
Your time is up. One minute, 58 seconds. I think you've been practicing in front of the mirror, haven't you, Team Computer? You didn't mention Benedict Cumberbatch. Manchester alumni played Alan Turing in The Imitation Game. There's a bit of synergy there. Team Graphene, your 2 minutes starts now.
It all started with sticky tape in 2004. 2 professors from the University of Manchester peeled back the layers of a pencil and discovered graphene, the world's first 2-dimensional material, stronger than steel and thinner than a strand of human hair. This discovery not only led to the Nobel Prize, but it also opened a whole new class of 2D material research. And since then, there's been over 100,000 published papers and thousands of patents. But what drew me to graphene wasn't the hype, it was curiosity. My second-year lecturer was so passionate about teaching about graphene and 2D materials that I decided to follow the same path. And that's the best thing about Manchester Discovery, because scientific breakthroughs don't just stay stuck in the lab. It really inspires curious minds and innovators to take that scientific impact and make impact and change for the world.
And it's not just that scientific impact, it's how we actually take that science and start to make products and applications. And today, despite only being 21 years since that discovery, we have graphene in shoes, we have graphene in clothing, graphene in more sustainable concrete. But we're also creating the new businesses. From Manchester alone, there's been over 70 new businesses in the last 10 years who now take that graphene and 2D materials and apply it into clean water, through to sustainable construction, through to longer lasting batteries. 2 of those companies are close this year to becoming unicorn businesses. That's $1 billion businesses alone in the last 4 years. So not only are we doing that science, we're actually creating that real impact here in Manchester, growing businesses, our students, our alumni, starting to really make impact, not just in Manchester, but around the world. Manchester is the home of graphene, but from Manchester for the world.
Thank you. I'm seriously impressed with the timing, by the way. Well done. Right, just like VAR in football, we're going to have an update from our friends at Foxdog to give us some audience feedback based on the opening statements that you've heard.
Okay, you're going to be voting on your phone, so get that ready. So you're going to see two buttons, Team Computer, Team Graphene. Let's just test the buttons out, check they're working nicely. Can everyone go for Team Computer? Yeah, that button seems to be working fine. And then just check Team Graphene so that we know it's not rigged. There we go. And now balance yourself out evenly. All right. Now I'm going to give you 5 seconds to make your actual vote. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Team Computer, at the end of the first round.
And as was said, that's the end of the first round. There's more. There's now a time for rebuttal. So each of the teams has 1 minute to rebut anything that they've heard from the other side. Team Computer, your rebuttal minute starts now.
Thank you, Nazir. So as we've heard from Andrew, the Manchester baby, developed right here at the University of Manchester, was the world's first stored program electronic computer. And that stored program was first run not too far from here, around 77 and a half years ago in Manchester. Kind of, in my opinion, almost giving birth to the modern world. And personally, I think it would be fairly uncontroversial to claim that without the advances both in hardware, so the computers that we use, and the software, the things we do on them, made at the University of Manchester, our world would look very, very different, including my world and the worlds of everybody on the stage, the world of research, including that done by our fantastic friends across the aisle at the Graphene Institute. I'm going to skip on because this went quicker than I thought. La-di-da. In recognition of interdisciplinarity, etc., please vote as you will using the software on your small computers.
Your time is up. Very good. Team Graphene, you have 1 minute for your rebuttal starting now.
So we all need computers, we all use computers, but computers wouldn't work without materials. In the past, it was silicon that enabled computers. But in the future, with AI, we're going to need more and more computing power. That's also going to heat our atmosphere, our environment, create global warming. We need materials like graphene that could be more efficient semiconductors, more efficient cooling of our data centers. So it's going to be graphene and 2D materials in the future that's going to enable our computers to work more efficiently without damaging our world and our environment. So yes, we want computing, but we need materials like graphene and 2D materials to really make that difference, that impact, to enable us to use computers and AI in the future without damaging our world and our environment.
Thank you. It's a bit civilized, this, isn't it? Let's go back to Foxdog to get an update as to where we are after you've heard the rebuttals.
So in this vote, you're not going to be voting directly on what you think was the most convincing argument. I want you to vote on what in 40 years' time, do you think you'll be buying more products that contain graphene or more products that are computers? Vote now. Team Computer, not looking too good for you.
Excellent, thank you so much. Right, this is the end. Now, this is the closing statement, so each of you have 1 minute to deliver a closing statement. Go for the jugular. This is your last chance. Team Computer, your 1 minute starts now.
So reflecting on what I've heard tonight, it's interesting just how many dependencies there are. Graphene research depended on computer science, aspects of future computing depend on graphene, but tonight there can only be one winner. Our discipline of computer science interfaces with every other academic discipline. We see it across our university, amazing work going on in digital humanities, the John Rylands Research Institute, applying AI to challenges in healthcare and the farm industry, improving business processes, manufacturing, and accelerating scientific discovery across all our disciplines. We have the Centre for Digital Trust in Society, which brings together social scientists with computer scientists, because it's important that we understand how people use computers in a responsible, ethical, and safe manner. Predicting the future is pretty much impossible, but I can guarantee that computing, cybersecurity, data, and AI are all absolutely central components of that future, and that is why I believe that the computer is our university's #1 breakthrough.
Thank you. Team Graphene, you might have something to say about that in 1 minute, starting now.
Look, the computer changed the past, but graphene is what will enable the future. After all, human progress has always been driven by materials innovation. And from Manchester to the world, graphene materials in this 20 years has already transformed. For example, it's used to clean water, connect our brains to machines, and more. And the best part is, this isn't the end, because graphene is not just one material. It's a class of materials enabling materials innovation for AI chips, for computing, for neuromorphic computing, for clean water, energy, and more. So can a pencil change the world? I say that it already has, and it will continue to do so, because this discipline has inspired already so many innovators to think about what can scientific research do to impact the world to be a better place.
Thank you, Bonnie. So, you've heard the arguments for both parties. They've been fantastic, haven't they? I just need now to hear from Foxdog as to who the winners are.
Okay, so this final vote will be a secret vote. This time you're voting for which team you believe won the debate. Vote now.
So that number up there, 304, Pete, what is that?
That's the maximum number of people that could vote. That's the number of people who've opened a unique connection to our server. Locking it down. The winner of the breakthroughs is...
What did you press there, Pete?
I didn't press anything. That was the problem. I meant to type, because it's just a button. It's not linked.
We've lost votes.
Stop unvoting. The winner. I feel like I should do a quick fresh vote.
Yeah,
You agree, right? Okay, hide, delete, and don't break it this time. Secret vote now.
That came in quickly.
Locking it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The winner of the breakthroughs is...
They're building up.
Don't be a draw. Team Graphene. Congratulations to Team Graphene. Congratulations to Heidi as well, who's won the prize.
Thank you. Thank you to both teams, and thank you to the University of Manchester for giving us such greatness. Thank you.
Well done to both teams and to our Chancellor for keeping them in line. Whatever you voted, tonight proves that when we invest in ideas, we invest in our future and progress. When you accept the challenge to ignite innovation, your support fuels the next generation of entrepreneurs who will tackle global challenges head on. Speak to us this evening about how you can make a donation, because together we can turn bold ideas into real-world impact. And speaking of investing in potential, our final challenge of the evening takes us to the pulse of what makes Manchester truly special, our students. Our final challenge is about people and possibility. At Manchester, we believe that talent is everywhere, but opportunity is not. Philanthropy and the time and expertise of our alumni help level the field, opening doors for students who have the ability but might not have the means. It also helps our students make the most of their time at university. Let's now hear from some of our challenge acceptors whose lives have been transformed through opportunity.
Getting scholarship made such a huge difference because I've always been one of those people who sort of fall through the gaps.
My challenge is to be able to work with the Chinese government and Nigerian government to make a better future for both countries.
I went to the University of Manchester, graduated last year from my undergraduate in a Bachelor of Science in Management. I'm now back studying for a Master's in Urban Regeneration and Development. My role essentially is just helping to set up the Student Basic Needs Centre and provide, those basic necessities that they need. We want students to see it as something they can just access to almost supplement their daily life, really.
In my first year, I co-founded the organization called Start Smart, and that aim was also to contribute to the people back in Myanmar, because while I was fortunate enough to come to UK and study, but there are a lot of people who are not fortunate like me, and I want to do something for them.
My dad's a factory worker, my mum was a support worker in the NHS growing up. My parents tried to give me everything they could, but it was tough.
Growing up in a low-income single-family household, I even thought going to the cinema was a privilege.
When I got to Manchester and I was awarded this sort of cash scholarship, I was honestly blown away.
After going through so many struggles getting into university and facing so many hurdles, being a recipient of the RW Spirit Scholarship really signified that I do belong here.
I had a one-on-one careers mentor, I had exclusive opportunities, I went to Insight Days at some of the biggest companies in the country. They actually eventually helped me get into an internship with the #1 law firm in the country.
The little Vanessa could have never thought about this.
Our sort of donors at the University of Manchester are so important. There is really something to be said about the impact that you can have through a simple donation. With me, it helped me get through university, live it to the fullest, but then also put me in a position where I could give back and where I now want to give back for the rest of my life.
The financial wellbeing program is entirely funded by donor funding, so without access to that, we wouldn't be able to deliver that.
Giving means that you impact people's lives, you change them for the better, so if you can, please do.
So, as you've seen, every scholarship, act of generosity, or hour spent mentoring changes a life. And it's not just financial aid, it is belief made visible. It's what happens when someone says to you, I see your potential and I will help you realize it. You can be a part of this by making a donation tonight. So, now it's time for our final challenge, the journey. Oh, that's a little spoiler there. The winner of this game will receive £250 in paint vouchers, kindly donated by the Little Green Paint Company, one of our supporters. We are so grateful to them and to all of our wonderful supporters whose ongoing generosity through the Access and Success Fund helps now hundreds of Manchester students realize their full potential every year. Please play along and follow the journey of a student from the classroom to career and see how far determination, support, and a bit of Manchester spirit can take you. Fox Dog, are you ready? Over to you.
On your phones now, you can see a white screen with a lot of avatars on it.
Underneath your avatar is a gold arrow that points to you. You've got 2 buttons on your phone, left and right arrows, and by tapping those, you can move yourself horizontally across our custom-made university simulator.
Now let's start with a quick warm-up exercise. Can everyone tap the left-hand button to go over to Lloyd's side of the screen? Remember, Lloyd left, that's why we called him that. Including you, small purple hat. Get over there. Get over. All right, now everyone come over to see me on my side of the screen, please. Nice work. Then spread out uniformly.
because in this simulation, it's important that we get on with the instructions. It's going to highlight one of the key dangers of going through university life, and that is the threat of red glowing objects appearing from the top of the screen that you need to avoid. But you also know that during your time at university, you also collected the green glowing objects. So you want to move left and right to collect the glowing green objects and avoid the red glowing objects.
And just like in real life, you could be hit by up to 3 glowing red objects before you are out.
Now, we've got it on the big screen here showing everyone, but you also have it on your phone. So if you are playing, you want to be looking at your phone. That includes people in the room and those playing online. Okay, it's time to begin our journey. Here we go. You're starting on level 1, applying for university. You need to collect the UCAS points. They're coming in now. This is what a UCAS point looks like. They're a star. Try and grab as many as you can. Every UCAS point you get increases your score. All right, a little break now.
Be the first in your family to consider university. Get yourself onto the Manchester Access programme to get support, guidance, and a scholarship to ease your financial worries.
And we're heading now to collect the Manchester Access Programme places. Here they come from the top of the screen. There's lots of them. Try and grab as many as you can. We've got 207 people. Oh, we need to avoid the red UCAS forms. Watch out! Now 202 people left as we head to level 2, Welcome Week. We're now travelling up Oxford Road. Watch out for the buses. We lost a lot of people then. 191 people now left. Now we're at Welcome Week. Collect the society badges. 186 left.
The first week at university can be exciting, but also overwhelming. Many of our volunteers are students who, as peer supporters, are on hand to reassure, guide, and help new arrivals settle into the Manchester community.
And you're going to settle in by collecting campus maps. Here we go. Grab as many maps. You never know when you're going to need a map. 173 people still in the game. Okay, it's getting hard now. We're entering. Avoid the fridges. Budgeting level. There's empty fridges you need to watch out for. Who got all these empty fridges and didn't stop them?
The cost of living is one of the biggest concerns for students. The new donor-funded Basic Needs Centre is a dedicated space where students can access practical support and resources, including food and essential items, financial and well-being support, meaning every student has the resources they need to succeed.
All right, the fridges are back, I'm afraid. They're bigger now. These are huge fridges. Giant fridges that are empty. Stay out of their way. One down the middle. Oh, we're down to 142 now. And we're entering level 4. We're going back down the bus route. You've got a work experience. You've got to grab business cards and network. 141 left.
As you finish your university journey, it's time to join our special Manchester alumni community. Stay connected, volunteer, donate. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Now it's the final level. You're graduating. We're heading down a tunnel of graduation. There's 136 graduation caps leaving, but who will be the last one? Who will be the recipient of the paint vouchers? We're against the buses now. 120 left. Don't worry, just get out the bus bit. It's easier up ahead. Go, down to 40 now. We're heading through the tunnel of university places. 31 left. 11 left. I'm not sure if that counts as right. There's many more people left. Oh, watch out for these buses. Looks like there's about 5 people left, 4 people left. Oh, who's going to be the last one? It's Joseph. Where is Joseph?
Raise your hand, Joshua.
In the room? Do we have a raised hand for Joseph? There at the back. Give him another round of applause. But hold on, Joseph. We're going to need your help, Joseph, in a second.
Lloyd and I have had a great time this evening, but we need you to do one more thing before we leave. Joseph, sorry, I'm out of breath from drumming. We're going to need you to break down this wall and to launch the campaign. I'm going to bring you in now. You're going to get a button on your phone that says tap. Tap to break down the wall.
It's a big wall, Jacob.
Tap faster. You know, I'm going to bring in some more people. Everyone's got a button. Everyone tap.
Start breaking it down. That's it. Mass tapping.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted.
Thank you, Foxdog. What an inspiring finale and a powerful reminder that when we invest in people, we invest in our shared future. Accepting the challenge unlocks real opportunities. You can help empower students to overcome barriers and thrive academically, professionally, and personally. Every donation or every hour volunteered helps creating a more inclusive university experience, funding scholarships, mental health support, and career development for those who need it the most. Together, we can ensure that talent, not circumstance, shapes our future. To close this remarkable evening, I would like to welcome back again on stage Professor Duncan Iveson.
Thanks. It has been a remarkable evening. I don't think I'll think of giant fridges the same way ever again. They're going to have terrifying dreams about them, I'm sure, as we send you off into the night. Thank you so much. Can I just take a moment to thank Yulia for a wonderful job as MC. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you also, Foxdog. Thank you so much. Well done. And can I thank our wonderful sign language interpreter, Samantha, tonight. And look, you know, you've seen the people who've accepted the challenge acceptors. You've met the students and staff, our partners in our films, and indeed up on stage. I'm so grateful to all the staff and students who are involved in tonight's event. And really, it's over to you. As I said a couple weeks ago, everything we want to do over the next decade will require us not just to become one of the great civic universities of the 21st century, given the impact that we can have in the communities we serve, but we have to become a great philanthropic organization as well. And that's all about partnership. That's all about working with you. So really, from here on, it's over to you, and asking if you're willing to accept the challenge of working together to do more for our university, but more importantly, for the communities we serve. Whether that's a gift, whether that's helping someone get to university, whether it's advocating for not just this university, but for our city region and for universities more generally. There's so much more you can do. And you know, at the end of the day, giving is one of the most powerful things a human being can do for another human being. So think about how we can all give back to the institution that's done so much for us. So with that, thank you so much for coming tonight. It's been wonderful to have you here sharing this event with us. As I said, I challenge you to find any other university that would gamify its campaign launch, only at the University of Manchester, only through the legacy of some of the extraordinary things we saw tonight. So please stick around if you can. Join us for some drinks and fellowship downstairs tonight. But with that, thank you so much for coming, and let's go.